الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نستر نعت وأبان توزلا طريقة الرسول من جميع إن شاء الله. We'll ask our Shaykh Sahibul Sayyid to send us something that is beneficial for all of us. Our way is through association, where you are going to search for answers from your heart, things that you are thinking, bothering you, trying to look for the answers, and whether you speak through the tongue or not, then Shaban will answer. He will send through the sohbet. This is different from reading a book. And the words of the sohbet you can take and you can keep Shaban sohbet until Judgment Day. You have the question, how do you become more obedient? It's not your words. What do you say? How can you become obedient in this? How can you become obedient in this month of Ramadan? This month of Ramadan, it is a month where we take a step back. Everything changes. Night and day, day and night, eating, drinking, eating, praying. It is a time as if the laws of nature, it doesn't really, it's not really that important. You're working with the laws of Allah, the laws of the angels, because angels don't eat and drink, they worship. Daytime, we don't eat or we don't drink, it is considered a worship. Nighttime, it's easy for us to worship. So day and night we're worshiping. So although we're living in this world, but in Ramadan time you feel something else other than this world. There's something else that is hitting you. Shaban, he says, a different kind of energy, different kind of rahmat. The shaitans, they're all locked up. The gates of paradises, they are thrown open. The holy ones, they are more active in this month. This is the month you step back. Use this month to step back and to think. Use this month because this is easy for us to be obedient. You're fasting. You're already defeating your shaitan. You're already defeating your ego by fasting. So take this month now to think. What are the disobediences that you have? What are the faults that you have? Look. Go down a little bit deeper. Understand why you do it. Understand when do you do it. Understand when it becomes easy for you to do it, when it becomes harder for you to do it. Because for some, this month, they become very angelic. They are very patient. And they're good. But for some, they become more shaitanic. They become more upset. They become more angry. They become more impatient. Whatever that is there, it will show. Allah has given in His wisdom the month of Rajab and Shaban before Ramadan. So if you're preparing in the month of Rajab, preparing in the month of Shaban, then the month of Ramadan, the saints are saying this is harvest time. You're harvesting. You're enjoying it. You're enjoying the harvest. You don't work anymore. You're enjoying the blessings that comes down. You will sail through your fasting. At night time, before you turn left and right, you already finished 20 rakats. And you say, I want to have more. It's easy. If you are preparing from the month of Rajab, let's say. Of course, you can prepare months earlier before that. But you are trying in the month of Rajab and Shaban, now you're fighting with yourself. As much as in the month of Ramadan, you're fighting against your nerves. It says, I want to eat, I want to drink. But we're seeing some rahmat is reaching to us, especially in these times, that it's not that difficult anymore. So, alhamdulillah, for us, for others it may be very difficult. But now, the fight that you must have in the month of Rajab, in the month of Shaban, you're going to relax in the month of Ramadan. If you haven't done that, then the month of Ramadan, you're going to start fighting a little bit. You have to open up your book. You have to read your book. You have to look and put yourself under a microscope a little bit more. You have to say, I woke up. What did I think about first? Yeah, I think I must go to work. I must go to school, thinking about my problems so that I wake up thanking my Lord that He has given me one more day to return to Him. How am I going to show that thanks? So, as the day moves, whatever they are busy with, you're going to say, I'm busy with, but Allah is saying, those ones whom I love and they love me, even if they're standing, they remember me. Even if they're sitting, they remember me. Even if they're lying down, they remember me. So they're always remembering me. So now in this month of Ramadan, you must try a little bit more to remember Allah. Take your zikr, tasbih a little bit more. Set yourself some target to say, every day I'm going to recite this much extra for Ramadan, and I'm going to sit while I'm reciting. When I recite Allah, 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 I'm going to think about the greatness of my Lord. When I recite Astaghfirullah, I'm going to think about all the wrong things that I've done. When I say Allahumma salli ala sayyidina, I'm going to remind myself of the rahmat, of the blessings, of the sweetness of my Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. I'm going to be more busy being with them. That time when you're building up that closeness. You understand? Building up that closeness. Find time to escape a little bit more. It's easy in Ramadan. Find that closeness. During the daytime, especially between Asr and Maghrib time, pull yourself back and say, no, I want to push everything out. And I want just to be close with my Lord. Nighttime, say the same. Do the same. Then when you go through the days of fasting, remind yourself of your own weakness and remind yourself how much Allah has blessed you. That maybe in just a couple of hours you'll be able to eat and drink whatever that you want, however much that you want. But there are millions who don't have this opportunity. And when you eat it more with the remembrance and gratitude to your Lord. Allah, Allah, shukur ya Rabbi. Thank you. You're giving me this, you're giving me this. Then you're going to say, with every mouth I'm going to say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. When you're chewing, you're going to give salawat to the Prophet. When you are swallowing, you're going to say, Alhamdulillah. Try a little bit. You will come in and out, maybe, but at least a little bit you're going to try. That's why in the dargah, there is a tradition when the soup is being served, no one speaks. We cannot carry so many things. We cannot even carry that, but sometimes try. It's not that difficult. So take the time now when you're eating to remember your Lord. Because the eating, it is one of the actions that is purely for your ego. So when you can catch your ego in times when it is most active like that, then it's easy for other things than for you to be reminded of your Lord. So timetable will change a little bit. Your schedule is going to change a little bit. We are blessed that we have this, the dargah. Then run to the dargah. Say, every night I'm going to be there. Make the intention. Say, I'm going to be there early so that I'm not going to come just to eat, but I'm going to come there. I'm going to go there to sit somewhere and to make my zikr. Whole year maybe I didn't make zikr properly. This time I'm going to tell my ego, no, you can. You're going to go there 1 hour before, half hour before. You're going to sit somewhere, you're not going to talk to no one. You're not going to check your phone. This is another thing too. You're not going to check your phone, you're not going to do nothing, you're going to sit and you're going to say, Ya Rabbi, thank you. Shukr. When you make your heart to become close to your Lord like that, to His mercy like that, obedience is not something that you're going to learn. It just comes naturally. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. You're doing it because it makes Allah happy. You're not doing it because you want to be obedient. Then it becomes just very clear what you have to do. Now it becomes a matter of honor. No one can give you $1 million to break your fast, because it's a matter of honor, because you believe. How are you going to make this belief to become strong? This is key. Yes, it's worship that you have to do. There is nighttime worship you have to do. There is stepping on your ego that you have to do. There is understanding where you've gone wrong. What are your habits that you have to do? Then there is also being around with good people that is going to make it easy for you to do that. So be with the Salihin, inshallah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha.